Hi guys, I don't know what's going on with the light, but I look rather odd. Alors, je sais pas ce qui se passe avec la lumière, mais j'ai l'air bien bizarre. I'm going to spend the rest of my life underneath this street lamp because I look about 21. Alors je vais passer le reste de ma vie sous ces réverbères parce qu'on dirait que j'avais 21 ans. Good, so how are you all? Comment vous allez? So I've got some silly news, some fun things I've been doing, just a bit of vocabulary for you, and then something interesting to announce. Alors j'ai des bêtises, quelque chose d'amusant et quelque chose d'important à vous annoncer. So which should we do first? Should we do the silly or the should we do the vocab or the news? No, do you know what? I'm going to keep the news, and I'm going to give you the silly bit first. Alors effectivement, je vais retenir mon annonce et je vais vous raconter des bêtises avant. So, I'm really good when someone else has a problem. I am an amazing friend, to be quite frank with you. Alors moi je suis bien fort quand il y a quelqu'un qui a un problème. Je suis vraiment super comme ami. I have helped two, three, four friends entirely do their gardens. Alors j'ai entièrement refait les jardins de plusieurs amis. And I mean demolishing concrete, knocking down walls, building patios, hard stuff. Alors je veux dire effectivement démolir le béton, les murs, refaire des patios, des terrasses. Enfin, dur quoi. But when I'm really a bit stressed, I don't want other people to have problems, but I find it the best form of distraction, don't you? And I just find it so much better than sort of, pity for your own situation. Et je trouve que quand il y a des gens qui ont des problèmes, que ça m'aide quoi, tu vois, au lieu d'avoir un peu de pitié, voilà, pour mon sort, pituer sur mon sort, on dit in French. S'apituer sur son sort. So je préfère ne pas m'apituer sur mon sort. I don't like to sort of sit in my own whatever. So my friend Chris, basically, I'll be really honest with you, somebody owes him £10,000 and they're being a real bitch. Alors quelqu'un lui doit 10 000, quelqu'un lui doit devoir, to have to, and to owe, because when you owe somebody money, you have to pay it. Quelqu'un lui doit 10 000 balles, 10,000. And I'm really good with this kind of thing. Alors moi je suis bien fort avec ce genre de choses. So I showed him how to fill out the forms. Alors je lui ai montré comment remplir des formulaires. To be honest with you, we did it a couple of years ago and then the girl promised to pay and then she swindled him again. More for him. Alors on l'a fait il y a 2-3 ans et voilà, elle avait promis. Et en fait c'était l'arnaque encore une fois. Arnaque is a swindle. So anyway, I was spending the evening with Chris. He's such a straight boy. You can tell a straight boy cooked because it was just meatballs. Well, I'd bought the meatballs. I was going to have it with a salad. Alors moi j'avais acheté ça se voit que Chris est hétéro parce que so I'd bought some meatballs. I was going to have it with a salad. Alors moi j'avais acheté des boulettes de viande parce que voilà, j'allais l'avoir avec une salade. And Chris was like, he's Russian. He's like, you have your strange pasta. Alors, t'as tes pâtes bizarres. And I was like, okay, yeah. And I said, well, let's eat the same pasta because I don't know what you eat your normal pasta. Alors j'ai dit, mangeons qu'on mange les mêmes pâtes parce que j'ai surtout pas envie de te voir manger. Notice the verb of perception. To see you eating, de te voir manger. We don't need any preposition. De te voir manger de bonnes pâtes. Good. And he said, this is very good. And I was like, no, really, it's not. It's gluten-free pasta. And he was like, no, really, I'd eat this quite happily. Alors, lui, il a dit, alors, elles sont bonnes. Et moi, j'ai dit, non, Chris, elles sont sans gluten. Et il a dit, non, moi, je le mangerai sans problème. Oh, je le mangerai sans problème. I used to know so many Russians in Paris. I have no problem doing a Russian accent in French. Alors je connaissais un tas de Russes, de Slaves à Paris, quoi. Ça me pose aucun problème, l'accent. They always used to think I was Eastern European. And I think you saw that in the video the other day. Alors ils pensaient toujours que j'étais de l'Europe de l'Est. I'm as, you know, non-Eastern European as you can possibly get. There is no Eastern European in me. Not a single drop, pas une seule goutte. But like everybody always thinks I'm Slavic. Alors ils pensent toujours que je suis slave. So yeah, so anyway, Chris was then, after we had finished, Chris was showing me random things. He's so into his tech, he's such a little techie. Alors il adore tout ce qui est un peu iPhone, ordi, etc. So first off, he connected my phone to his flat screen. And he was like, show me the photographs, because my mom has a small place in Wales and we were going to go there. Alors tout d'abord, il a branché, effectivement, il a connecté mon portable à son écran, son grand écran, écran plat, parce que je lui montrais, parce que ma mère a une petite maison au Pays de Galles et on va y aller. And I was like, Luke, please don't have any dodgy websites open. Alors j'étais, Luc, s'il te plaît, pas de site un peu louche, quoi. Then he showed me the coolest thing. I didn't realise this, I'm such an idiot. I use WhatsApp to communicate with all my students. Alors moi je me sers de WhatsApp pour communiquer avec tous mes étudiants. And you know when you press the symbol of the microphone to be able to speak to people and send a voice message. Alors vous savez qu'effectivement quand vous appuyez sur le symbole pour le micro pour pouvoir parler aux gens, I didn't realise that if you swipe your finger upwards, you can lock that, so you don't have to keep your damn finger on the symbol. Alors je savais pas, j'ignorais totalement que si tu fais glisser le doigt vers le haut, que tu peux carrément fermer, enfin verrouiller le micro et t'as plus besoin d'appuyer dessus. So that was a massive event in my life. Alors ça c'était un grand événement dans ma vie. Then I was showing him the photographs of me in Wales 4 years ago. I'm not going to touch these photographs. Alors ensuite je lui montrais des photos de moi au Pays de Galles il y a 4 ans. And there's one with my friend Priscilla. Alors il y en avait une avec mon amie Priscilla. And randomly I was bending down, getting fresh water from the river because it's by a stream that's like a natural source. Alors je me penche en avant pour remplir les bouteilles de l'eau de source. And she'd taken a photograph of my ass. Et elle avait pris une photo de mon cul, which before this drug was rather amazing. Et avant ce médicament, c'était quand même fantastique. J'avais un cul de fer. Anyway, I messaged her. I was like, why is there a photograph of my ass in a Facebook album? Because I didn't realise there's just 50 photos in there. Moi, je ne m'étais pas rendu compte parce qu'il y avait au moins 50 photos. And then on the subject of my ass, Chris was like, I have a photograph of your ass. Alors moi, j'ai une photo de ton cul. And I was like, why would you, straight boy Chris, have a photograph of my ass? Alors toi, pourquoi toi, hétéro, t'as une photo de mon cul? And he was like, because they came to my house last weekend, as you know, and I grabbed the wrong pair of jeans, and my belt was on the other pair of jeans. Alors parce qu'ils sont venus chez moi l'autre week-end et que je me suis trompé des jeans et le ceinture était sur l'autre jean. And these ones were just a bit big and you could see my ass cheeks effectively. Alors on pouvait voir mes fesses and I kept putting them up. Alors j'ai continué à le tirer, because jeans is singular in French. And he sent me this photograph with just like a massive ass crack as I was leaning forward at Euston Station. I said, thank you for that, Chris. You're a really good friend. Alors merci, Chris. T'es un bon ami. T'es un cher ami. Taking a photograph to humiliate me. Enfin, le fait que t'aies pris une photo pour m'humilier, pour te foutre de ma gueule. Next up then, so we have the avatar. He showed me, no, we have the symbol. He showed me that if you press 2 fingers on a photograph in your gallery on an iPhone, and then you double click it, and then you swipe it to the right or the left, and if you have an open WhatsApp window, you can send said photograph as a little mini sticker in WhatsApp. It's amazing, but just not the whole thing, just the main central person. Donc effectivement, si tu as une photo de quelqu'un, d'une image, d'une personne, donc on ouvre Galerie, alors on appuie 2 fois les doigts dessus et que tu fais glisser, tu passes à la gauche, enfin à la droite, et qu'il faut quand même ouvrir WhatsApp directement et que tu relâches les doigts et que ça envoie une espèce d'étiquette mini avatar sur la conversation WhatsApp. It's amazing. And again, I didn't know any of this. Alors je l'ignorais totalement. Tomorrow I've got my 3rd set of injections. Alors demain, j'ai mes 3e injections. I completely fucked up the ones that I previously had, I'm sure, because I tried dance this week, even though she said it was okay to try. Alors moi j'ai tout foutu en l'air les injections que j'ai déjà eu, parce que j'ai fait de la danse cette semaine. I just really wanted to be with somebody and yeah, stupid. And just the big leapy things that I can't do anyway now, but I was just, do you know what, I'm a trier. And I was like, yeah, go for it. And I turned to my friend Simon, who was next to me, and I was like, there goes £1,500 worth of injections. Alors effectivement, j'ai essayé les grands GT, et j'ai regardé mon pote Simon qui était juste à côté de moi. Je lui ai dit, alors, passez aux oubliettes, 1500 balles, passed to the forgotten, dans la poubelle, in the bin. Anyway, here's the proper news that's coming up. So I've been teaching the passé simple to my students and the literary tenses. Alors moi, j'ai appris, depends how you're saying it, les tons littéraires. C'est passé simple, passé intérieur, subjonctif, enfin l'imparfait du subjonctif et le plus que parfait du subjonctif. And yeah, and I've been trying to find them like examples of classic French literature that use these tenses. Alors j'ai essayé de fournir des exemples classiques, enfin de la littérature française classique qui contiennent ces temps. So I thought I'm going to do a new series of podcasts. So I'm going to take a different classical French well-known text, you know, like Flaubert, Fleur de Mal, Racine, whatever. And I'm going to do a podcast where I talk about that page and translate one page from every book that's just particularly useful in a really beautiful moment, qui est quand même très utile, un moment bien pratique. And I thought that would be a really nice bit of reading. So I'm going to make like a classical French literature podcast. I thought that'd be quite a good idea. Alors, je me suis dit, tiens, que ce serait une bonne idée. So let me know what you think underneath. Alors, dites-moi ce que vous en pensez. Enfin, dessous. Yeah, so like I'll take a good page from French classics, you know, Notre-Dame de Paris, you know, Petite Chose, what else do I like? Alphonse Daudet, Madame Bovary, obviously, just well-known French texts. Fleur de Mal, just loads of stuff. And we'll just take like a page from each and we'll talk about the vocab, talk about the grammar. Yeah, I think that might be quite useful. Because people forget I'm a proper teacher. Parce que les gens, ils oublient que je suis quand même un prof bien correct et normal. Just because I kind of like schlep around with a bag and tracky bottoms and all of this kind of business. They forget. I'm over 40 and with a brain and postgrads. Alors ils oublient que j'ai une quarantaine, enfin avec un cerveau et bien diplômé. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. J'espère que vous allez tous très bien. I am probably going to be launching another group. I thought of doing a literature study group, if I'm honest, in the way that we've got the Monday group. Alors j'ai quand même pensé à faire un groupe pour étudier la littérature française, mais on verra. Yes, we'll see. Look at the colours of that. Anyway, guys, I will let you go. Purple is my heart colour, but I do love red as well. All right, loads of love.